Hello, friends. Are you ready?
What's for dinner?
I'm hungry.
Yum, 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 yum.
Delicious.
Let's go, everybody.
Yay!
Oh, gosh. Am I on?
Yeah. Camera, lights, action.
Baked cod fish in a butter lemon sauce. Vutiratos, lemonatos, bacalharos sto furno. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode on Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner, and I am Zoe, obviously. Okay, if you need to reach me, Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner at gmail.com. You can comment in the section below if you're watching this on YouTube, whether on my channel, Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner, or Victor's channel, Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway? Also, through Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway, on Twitter, at Blind Who's, podcasts everywhere, and the Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway Facebook page. And you can comment on any one of those platforms, and I will get the message. And don't forget to like and share this video. Please subscribe to either my channel or Victor's channel, or both. We would appreciate it. It gives us support. It gives us encouragement to keep going. And it just makes us feel really good. So, what else did I want to tell you? There was one more thing I wanted to tell you guys before we get to our recipe. Zoe's drawing a blank. Shutterbug. Yeah, well, anyways, when I remember, oh, I know. If you have a recipe request, you want to put me to the test. Maybe there's something you're having a hard time accomplishing, and you want to see if maybe I could figure it out for you. Might take me a few tries, might take me 5 tries until I figure it out for you. But I'm there. If you have a recipe request, especially a Greek recipe, I also love cooking Italian, or if you need any tips or tricks, let me know. Okay, this week, what are we doing? We're doing fish. It's time for fish. We haven't done very much fish. I think this is our 3rd episode. The funny thing is, the first time we did fish, we did cod bites. The second time we did fish, we did baked cod in the oven in a tomato sauce. And guess what? We're doing cod again. Okay, we're doing cod because my fish store was out of sole. I wanted to do sole for you guys today. Sole and cod are very similar fish. Same with tilapia, halibut, cod, and yeah, you know, any white fish. We are doing cod today because, like I said, I couldn't get sole. Okay, so our ingredients are very easy. Here in the frying pan, has it melted?
It needs a little bit more.
Yeah, okay. Tell me when it melts, so because I don't want it to I just want it to melt. In the frying pan, I've got 1 stick of salted butter. Here, in a little glass bowl, I've measured out 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, and just a touch more, only because I used 1 big lemon. There was a touch left over. I added it in. So maybe it's about 4.5 tablespoons. The recipe says 4 tablespoons. You do whatever you want. Lemon juice is always good. We've got a cup of all-purpose flour in a shallow bowl. I've got black pepper. We're going to use a teaspoon of kosher salt and a pinch of black pepper. But, you know, please go ahead and do it to taste. And we're also going to do 1 teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano. And we've got 3 pounds of cod fish. I've cut up the pieces into serving sizes. So probably about, I would say like the palm of your hand, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe, you know. That's our oven preheating. We're going to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes. Is this melted?
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn the heat off. All right, first things first, I had my butter in a frying pan melting on medium low. I don't want it to get too hot. I just want it to melt. But we do need for it to cool down a little bit. So I've got a shallow bowl of 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And in here, we're going to add into the flour, we're going to add a teaspoon of kosher salt. If you're using any other salt, be careful because I'm also using salted butter. So this is why it's to taste. You want to do half? Go ahead and do half. Okay, we're done with the salt. We no longer need it. We're going to do, again, this is to taste. You want to do half a teaspoon? I'm going to do a teaspoon of oregano because when I cut up my fish, my cod, it's 12 serving size pieces. 12. That's a lot, okay? So, teaspoon of oregano into the flour. Put that aside. We no longer need it. And a nice big pinch of black pepper. Okay? Very quick, easy recipe. I've already cut up a salad. I'm going to mix up my flour, oregano, pepper, and salt. I've already cut up a salad. And I've already made rice. I wanted to do some steamed vegetables or even just some frozen vegetables, but I was out of them and I forgot to get some. So we're gonna do rice, fish, and a nice Greek village salad. I haven't done a Greek village salad for you guys, but I'll tell you it's tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, and green peppers usually, but I was out of those. And then feta cheese, some olives, some vinegar, olive oil, and salt. So I'm just mixing up while I'm talking to you. Look pretty mixed up? Mm-hmm. Okay. We're going to set that aside, set our flour mixture aside. I'm using a non-stick frying pan, so I've got this little plastic spoon that I got from a Dairy Queen ice cream. I'm gonna pour the lemon juice right into the melted butter. Okay. We're gonna give it a mix, just a gentle mix. See if I can, let's see how hot this is. It's good. Okay. Oven is preheated. I'm going to move you on this side. So, I've got a big round pan, a stainless steel big round pan on top of my stovetop. It's I believe I remember I had measured it for you guys, and I think it's a 13-inch diameters. And next to that, I've got my frying pan with the lemon juice and butter. I've got my fish, and I've got my flour. So you've got 4 items in front of you. Pick up a piece of fish and put it in the butter lemon. Put it in, make sure it's all coated, turn it over, make sure everything is coated. Let the excess drip off. Go over to your flour and coat your fish with flour. Well, it's a flour mix. Let any drip off, any excess, okay? And place it in your pan. Ungreased pan, okay? Sir, hold on, let me get this off my fingers. Now I'm gonna put the, I'm gonna put the thicker pieces of fish It's not a good idea to pound fish. It'll all fall apart on you. Try to get even pieces. Very hard to do at a fish store because they're not gonna sell you pieces of cod. They're gonna sell you a whole huge fillet, and you've got to cut it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose the fatter ones and put them in the middle of the pan. This one's a fatter one. Okay, so let's do the same thing again. I'm gonna put it in the butter. And I'm even gonna do the sides because it's a fatter one now. Just coat all your fish in your butter lemon mixture. Let the excess drip off. Go over to your flour. Press down. Coat. Coat. Shake any excess off. Put it in your pan. That's it. Now I've got 12 pieces to do. So I'm going to put you on hold so I can do all of them, and we'll be back. Okay, so all the fish is in the pan. I want to tell you that my flour mixture wasn't enough. Okay? Maybe I just didn't shake off as much excess as I should. Who knows? Maybe the fish was a little bit fatter, bigger. Who cares? What I did is I ratioed, meaning I did a 1/4 cup of flour extra, a 1/4 cup of salt, a 1/4 cup of oregano, and a little tiny pinch of pepper. I can put it in, I'll probably put it in the ingredients box for you, meaning 1 1/4 cup flour, 1 1/4 teaspoon oregano, 1 1/4 teaspoon salt, couple of pinches of pepper, okay? So just so you know. Now, we have all our fish in the pan coated. So now, pick up the rest of whatever's left in your frying pan, your butter lemon mixture, and drizzle it over your fish slowly. Is it falling? I can't hear it. There it goes. Sorry, I have to angle. Can you still get it? Mm-hmm. I'm not left-handed, you know? Okay, just let it all drip in over your fish, whatever's left in your pan. Give it a little shake if you want. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Bake at the bottom of your oven, bottom rack, 350, 25 to 30 minutes. Your fish should flake easily. In it goes. We set the timer for 25 minutes. I'm going to check it at 25. I'm going to clean up, start serving rice and salad, and we'll be back. See you in 25. Okay, guys, our fish is out of the oven. On my plate, I have served some rice, some Greek village salad, and we've got the fish in the pan. Now, my fish was fatter, so the fish took 45 minutes. If your pieces are thin, then it'll take 25 minutes. 25 to 30 minutes. Mine took an extra 15 minutes because they were fat, okay? So that's what you need to know. This is such a quick meal. In between cleaning and cooking and shooting this video, I was watching the Toronto Maple Leafs game, which, by the way, they won. Go Leafs, go! Yeah, we don't know if we'll be shut out of the playoffs because it's 3 games for the Florida Panthers, and we just won the game, so it's 3-1. If they had won tonight, they would have kicked us out. To my U.S. friends, sorry, but today I'm rooting for Canada, and I'm rooting for the Leafs. However, by the time you guys see this video, I don't know when I'm going to air it. You might be thinking, what is she talking about? That's okay. You guys might see this in a couple of weeks, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Or you might see it in October and say, yeah. Anyway, this is our meal. So I'm just going to take a spatula. Any piece?
Yeah, sure.
A fat piece and a thin piece?
Sure.
Is this good?
Okay.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And what other one? This one?
Sure.
Maybe not that one. Or maybe I'll go this way.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Sure.
Like this one?
Sure.
So there's sauce in here from the butter. Okay. If you want, you can pour some of the sauce on top of your fish and rice. You can just squeeze lemon juice over your fish. And basically that's it. That's our recipe for this week. Very easy. When your fish flakes, it's ready. Mine did not flake at 30 minutes. That's why I left it in for an extra 15. The more you cook it, the more you will know. Okay? And the only other thing I want to mention that I forgot to do, because, I don't know, my mind was on the Toronto Maple Leafs, is sift your flour into your bowl. Because otherwise it clumps up. And mine did end up clumping a little. And you don't want to get balls of flour in your mouth. You want to coat your fish and have a nice smooth, it might still clump a little when you pour your lemon butter over, but it shouldn't clump very much. Mine did a little bit because I forgot to sift the flour, okay? So, that's it for our recipe. We're off to eat. Fish is nice and hot. Rice, Greek village salad, I already explained to you guys. See you next week on another episode of Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner. Love you guys. Go Leafs go. Bye. I am your host, Zoe Fiogos. With sincere love and gratitude, I thank you for watching Zoe's Blind Kitchen Corner.